Hey everyone, in this video, I want to provide an evidence-based answer to the question, is coffee good for you or is coffee bad for you? I was inspired to create this talk after listening to an excellent Curbsiders podcast episode about liver cirrhosis, the diagnosis, and the management. In this talk, the hepatologist that was being interviewed, who was super cool and smart, was talking about how coffee has been shown to have remarkable benefits for all range of liver patients and preventing fibrosis and development of hepatocellular carcinoma. And I was so intrigued by this curbside, so I really wanted to do an evidence-based review understanding kind of the health benefits and possible harms of coffee consumption. So this hepatologist clearly knew what he was talking about, because there's an article in the World Journal of Hepatology that's called Coffee, the Magic Bean for Your Liver. And the research is very consistently shows a very large and consistent positive effect of coffee on preventing the development of hepatocellular carcinoma and development of cirrhosis due to a whole wide range of chronic liver diseases. What's more interesting is that this effect isn't thought to be due to caffeine, because consumption of other beverages such as tea, etc., do not show the same positive benefit on liver function such as coffee does. And the idea behind the benefits of coffee in the liver is that it upregulates your liver's innate detoxification enzymes that help maintain your liver health. That's super cool. But we don't really care just about the liver. We want to know generally, is coffee good for you or not? And in 2017, researchers published this excellent article in the British Medical Journal. It was an umbrella meta-analysis examining the benefits and harms of coffee consumption on health. And to simplify it, a meta-analysis really is the highest quality of evidence. It's this world-class researchers are going through all the papers, doing all the hard work for you and synthesize. And with the umbrella research, they're looking at meta-analysis of coffee and health over a wide range of health outcomes and synthesizing all the different meta-analysis of looking at coffee and cardiovascular mortality, coffee and all-cause mortality, coffee and type 2 diabetes incidence, mortality, etc., etc. So they've looked at all these papers, and overall they looked at a whole bunch of meta-analysis, and in all those meta-analysis there's about 201 unique observational studies and 17 interventional studies that they've collected and synthesized. So in their findings, they kind of found and confirmed what I talked about in the first article I discussed in the World Journal of Hepatology, and they show that there's consistent and large effects of coffee on liver health and the prevention of cirrhosis due to a whole range of chronic liver disease and hepatocellular carcinoma. Further, what they found was that there was decreases in all-cause mortality, cardiovascular mortality, and risk of cancer and very specific cancers. They also found decreases in the risk of type 2 diabetes and other metabolic diseases such as gout and gallstones. And they also found there was some benefit in Parkinson's, Alzheimer's, and depression. What was quite fascinating is they found this was a non-linear association between coffee and the positive health outcomes. And so what that means is that you have one cup of coffee and then you have 2 cups of coffee, you don't get double the effect. And they found that the optimal coffee consumption to get these benefits was 3 to 4 cups of coffee. And then when you went over those cups, over that amount, there were no associated harms, but the magnitude of the benefit was decreased. And the only definitive harm they found was specifically in pregnancy. And the risk of pregnancy with the coffee was specifically related to the caffeine consumption. That was low birth rate, preterm birth, and even pregnancy loss. And what's quite fascinating is they state that during pregnancy, the caffeine dose is essentially doubled. So if you have a cup of coffee, which is roughly 100 milligrams of caffeine, a pregnant woman drinking that cup of coffee, their body's really seeing 200 milligrams of caffeine. Further, caffeine is well known to cross the placenta, and the enzyme that breaks down caffeine is not present in high amounts in the fetus. So not only is the fetus seeing higher levels of caffeine because during pregnancy, but also they're unable to metabolize it, so they're seeing that caffeine over prolonged periods of time, and that is the theory behind it. How the hell, you may be wondering, can coffee be so beneficial if it's not even the caffeine? As it wasn't the caffeine in liver, and it doesn't seem to be in all the diseases. Caffeine plays the most important role in the positive benefits. And coffee is actually a really bioactive compound with 1,000 of different biochemicals, and Coffee is one of the most significant sources of antioxidants in individuals' diet, sometimes even more than fruit and vegetables. So overall, is coffee good for you or coffee bad for you? Like anything in science, the answer isn't written in stone, but the best available evidence right now points towards yes, it is good for you. A whole wide, diverse range of positive health outcomes associated with coffee, and very little harms unless you are a pregnant woman. And in those situations, you should definitely avoid coffee. And if you have any other medical conditions where your doctor has told you to avoid coffee, do not disregard his or her advice just because you watch this video. Please listen to whoever your healthcare practitioner. So I really hope you enjoyed this video. Kind of gave you a really cool sneak peek into kind of a lot of the emerging evidence around coffee and its potential health benefits and also its potential harms. And if you did like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe to get more awesome videos and follow my journey through medical school, and make sure to go to my website and sign up for my email newsletter. Thank you for watching.